And the idea for this is obviously focusing on lower back and doing extensions, opening the chest, lower back. And this one we'll do is very simple in this series. This is for all levels, I would say. So simply laying back, put your heels in close to your glutes, bricks to one side, and make sure your shoulders are completely flat, palms are facing down, and just lift your hips gently all the way up. Do this with an inhale and stay here for a few breaths. You want to feel the weight distributing and going back onto the shoulders. And once you're comfortable here, you want to lace your fingers together underneath your back. Maintain the hip high as you can. Maybe go a little higher. Shoulder blades coming together. And now here the key element, in my opinion, if you want to go a bit deeper and explore and really get the most out of this posture, is tucking each elbow in from the side. And then you really have the weight of the body or the distribution going towards the tops of the shoulders there. Literally just sort of perch there. And it also increases the arch in the back and improves the breathing, in my opinion. So a couple deep yogic breaths here. Really enjoy it. Calm breath. At any time you feel like this is too much or it's not comfortable, obviously just release. All the yoga we should be doing today is with a smile. And now opening the palms to the mat, lowering our hips down. And then after doing a back bend, it's always good to do what I call a knee hug and roll. So just hugging your knees, rocking side to side. This releases any tension in the lower back or lumbar area. And now from here, we're going to repeat this, but going a little bit deeper. So now that was all levels. We're going to progressively move these back bends for people who want to go a bit deeper in exploring. If we've hit your level there already, don't worry, we'll come back and do some more things at the end of the class, some counter poses. It's worth staying, it's worth watching, and you can also get an idea of where you can guide your practice later on. So next one, we'll be doing the same thing, just raising the hips up, lacing those fingers together, tucking each shoulder in nicely there. And now, once you're there, this time, we're going to take the palm of our hand, keeping the elbow perpendicular underneath the hip, not out to the side. Try to get the palm of the hand just cupped underneath there, lower back on both sides. Fingers are out on the outside, thumbs as well. This will take you up higher, just as it is. And then if you want to get more release, or what I call positive pressure on the lower back, onto those palms of those hands, exploring a little bit more of this back bend posture, just straighten the legs. One foot out. Try it with one foot first, and then try with the other foot. If you're here and you're comfortable, just stay for a few breaths. Again, if at any point this seems a little bit too much, just bring it in. Bring the feet in, separate them a little bit for balance, whatever works best for you. So stay here for a few more breaths. And if you really want to go for it, you say, oh, I want even more. But you can, as you have your feet straight and the soles of the feet planted firmly on the ground, you can raise one leg for a few breaths. Not too high, just a couple inches off the ground. Lowering. And then the other side. Just be very careful with this one. Again, this is a little bit more challenging in the elbows also as well, not just the back. So just listen to your body. Now bring your feet in. Always important. The exit is as important as the entry. So just let one hand out, sliding, and the other one lowering down. And again, really important after that one is the knee hug and roll. So holding the knees here and just rolling side to side. Okay. And now the next one we will do is with a block, with the assistance of a block. Yes, see how this works out? Now try opening a window for a bit more light. Seems like a lot of shadow here. See if that helps. Maybe, maybe not. Not sure. Okay, well, it seems the counter light doesn't work very well. Okay, so we'll try it this way. There you go. Yoga is about improvisation and being flexible, working with your environment in all cases. Okay, so the block. This is an interesting one. We're going to do the half bridge this time, and you can place the block either horizontal or vertical under the sacrum, the flat spot there, the base of the spine. And what does this do? It lifts up, creates a back bend, and with the support of the block, you just let gravity work on pulling your shoulders, your legs, your hips, everything outwards and down as you make a small back bend or a larger back bend, depending on where you have the block. But again, try it first horizontal, where it has more surface area and contact, and then if you're comfortable and you really have your balance and you feel like you can go for it, try the vertical point. So we'll do the horizontal first. So get into our half bridge, lifting up, take the block, just put it there under the sacrum. And now once you feel comfortable here, try putting one leg out extended and the other leg out extended and the palms up. And just relax into the pose. Now if this is your limit, stay here, enjoy it. Perfectly nice way to get a back bend. And almost a restorative or resting posture. Just letting the gravity do the work. Now, pull your legs in. If you want to try for a little bit higher, lift your hips up all the way. Make sure you've got your shirt there in a good spot that's not causing a wrinkle or any discomfort. And then locate the surface area of the brick carefully. Make sure you've got just where it needs to be. And then once you're there, you straighten the legs and the arms. Maybe you want to go on the heels of the feet or the soles of the feet. Either way, perfectly fine. The important thing is to get the arch in the back, the relaxation, and staying here for some calm breaths. And now to release. Just bring your feet inwards towards you, the heels towards you. Hold on to the block. Lift the hips and just gently move the block first before we go any further. Coming down. And now you want to grab those knees and just rock side to side. Head on the mat. And just a little massage there for the lower back. Side to side. And now I was debating whether to add the wheel pose to this one because that's really kind of advanced. But I think it's okay to show something that could be done later on with what we're doing now and where it can take you. So I'm going to add that with the idea this is an evolution. Maybe it's not for everybody to try right now, it's for today, but you can have your mind set on it. You can think about it. Sometimes visualizing a posture or doing it in your mind first is the first step to actually doing it. So in that sense, I'll share and add it into the sequence here today. So heels in, back completely flat, fingers are going towards your feet, but the palms are going towards the top of your head. Elbows you want to have in, not out. And this one I do in 3 stages. So you first lift the hips, and then another lift, and you get onto the crown of your head. There. And then you want to extend your arms and straighten your legs at the same time. Once you get to sort of a where you feel challenged point, shall we call it, if you want to go a little deeper, like a car jack, if you want visualization, you lift the heels. That allows the arms to get a bit straighter. You can go out forward further, and you can lift up higher. You want to go a little deeper, one more time, maybe. Lift the heels, straighten the arms, pushing the chest and head forward. And remember, the whole time, belly breathing, yogic smile, and no stress or strain. So stay here for a moment. And now to release, very important. Lift the heels a little bit. Come down. First, just go to your crown of your head. And then bending the knees, letting the hips down. Use your elbows to support you. Don't keep all the weight on the neck. And then grab your ankles, let your feet out. Pull those knees up. Mandatory. Little back massage here. Side to side with a knee hug. And that's it. So now for a counter pose for all this, very simple, very important, very simple. I would say the first thing to do is a child's pose. So this is a forward bend essentially. If you don't reach the mat with your head, put a yoga brick. Make sure you're sat on top of your heels and hands out in front of you. Stay here for some breath. Everything realign. Okay. And now once you're there, I would say another good one for counter pose would be the dolphin. It just brings you into more of a forward bend, but with the advantage of an inversion. So we'll do this for our resting pose, as it were, for today. And thumbs together, elbows, you're on your forearms. We'll be on the crown of your head. I'm not doing anything too radical. Just watch first if you haven't done this before. And you can have your feet a little bit separated. We'll be on the toes. And then just straightening the legs. Placing the weight on the head. You get an inversion this way. It's called dolphin. And you get the counter pose of a forward bend. If you want to go a little deeper, just bring the legs in a little bit closer, raising the hips, but just to where you can manage it as comfortable. And then release, bending the knees. Inhale as you come up. Lifting the head. And I'll come over the camera and say namaste. Thank you very much for joining. Hope you enjoyed the sequence here for back on the mat. And look forward to seeing you again soon. Please subscribe to the Michael Sands Yoga channel. And feel free to write any comments, good, bad, or otherwise. Always like to hear a little bit of feedback from everybody. And have a great day. See you soon.